Well, there's an easy way to do things and a hard way to do things, but the easy way is usually boring. Manchester United chose the hard way. They beat Norwich by 3-2, despite throwing away a lead. But the only place to start, Shaka, is Benjamin Button, Cristiano Ronaldo, a 50th club hat-trick. And he got Manchester United out of trouble in this one, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. And listen, you cannot argue with the numbers. 58 hat-tricks just speaks volumes that I don't know where to start or how you end on speaking about Cristiano Ronaldo. And it was needed because, again, Manchester United showed their frailties. This is not a great team by any measure. The fact that they're still in the top 4 race is a little bit bemusing, if I were to be honest. But cometh the hour, cometh the man. And Ronaldo needed to deliver if Manchester United were to get anything. Strange we saying that about Manchester United at home to the club bottom of the Premier League. But Cristiano Ronaldo needed to call on all his powers to save the club's brushes.
With their wage bill, with the players that they have, why did they struggle to beat Norwich City?
I don't know. And listen, that's the truth of who Manchester United are this season. We're talking about a club that finished second in the Premier League last year, that then added Ronaldo and Varane and Sancho in the off-season. And yet here we are talking about them needing Ronaldo to be at his 26-year-old best to beat a club bottom of the Premier League, championship bound. I don't know how we even begin to explain that. If you're Manchester United, you just accept this is who we are. We're grateful for the 3 points, however we got it, however difficult we made it look, and we keep ourselves in this top 4 race, because they are still very much in the top 4 race. When you and I woke up this morning, I didn't think that they had a chance of finishing top 4. I still don't think that they will, but at least they're back in the conversation.
Shaka, it would be easy to sit here and give Man United a kicking for only beating Norwich by 3-2. I want to leave that for others. You can do that on ESPN FC if you want. The bottom line is they're now up to 5th. With Arsenal losing at Southampton, what chance do you give them of finding a way to somehow snatch 4th?
I still think that of the 3 clubs, Spurs has the easiest running. Manchester United now have Liverpool and Arsenal to come. So that would be defining as far as their top 4 chances are. But if you look at this performance, there's absolutely you see no hope for them against Liverpool. We all know the history of those clubs, and though it's not a city derby, that game will take on almost its own feel to it. So we see how that goes, but I don't see them getting anything against Liverpool. And then that Arsenal game is defining. It's defining because of who the opponent is and because of how poor Arsenal have shown themselves. All of a sudden now, with top 4 beckoning, Arsenal have now lost 2 games back-to-back. With Spurs losing earlier on in the day, Arsenal have gone to Southampton and lost. And that speaks of a frailty to them that we hadn't seen maybe before last week. Whether Spurs will put down their own results as a one-off, the coming weeks will tell. But at least Manchester United have themselves back in the conversation somehow, because I thought I didn't think we'd be discussing them in top 4 at all this time last week.
Final question. Erik ten Hag has a lot of things that he needs to get right when he takes over as Manchester United manager. What's at the top of the pile, though?
Oh, a clear out. And here's the issue with the clear out and just making room to bring others in. So many of those players are on such high wages. Who picks them up? I don't think anybody does. I don't think anybody gives them much by way of transfer money to kind of soften the blow. I don't think anybody picks up the entirety of their wages. So Manchester United will find themselves, and Ten Hag, to your point, will find themselves in a position of who do we ship out? How much of their wages we continue to take on? How does that affect who we bring in and what they ask for in terms of salary and what we are just quite simply able to afford. Listen, Manchester United are still one of the best run clubs commercially. They bring in extortionate amounts from just through that avenue, but every well has a bottom. There's only so much you can do, only so high you can go. How do they balance all of that? That is for me the biggest headache for let me not say the biggest headache, but the first headache for Ten Hag coming, because only when you do that can you then shift your attention as to who's left, who do I need to bring in, who do I want to bring in, and more to the point, or more to this discussion's point, if they finish top 4 or not, who wants to come in without there being Champions League football.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.